Hello once again, Brian Schwager, founder of the Wellness Movement Center, and today I am going to empower you to find out what your why and purpose is, specifically when it comes to your wellness and movement. Now you can use these same principles to enhance your purpose in life. I've often used that as a coaching model for my clients to reach their dream. But today we're going to talk about how important it is to know what your why and purpose is, and how that will get you what you want. What do you want? Or as Tony Robbins says, what do you really want when it comes to fill in the blank? And today we're going to fill in the blank with your wellness and movement. What are your goals? What are your wants? So most people know what they want. Is that true? Well, I'll tell you, in my line of work, a lot of people know what they don't want. I don't want this excess weight. I don't want this pain. I don't want to lose my balance and fall. I don't. Let's take the word don't out of it. And again, going back to what Tony Robbins has taught me, what do you really want when it comes to enhancing your wellness and movement? They really want to lose weight, they really want to eliminate pain, they really want to increase strength, stability, and mobility. They want to build bones, muscles, tissues, nerves, reduce their chances of illness, reduce their chances of injury, and the list can go on. But the most important part here is, what do you really want? Now, even if you know what you want, how many times have you failed over and over again trying to get what you want? Just don't quite reach what they desire, and then they give up. Now, as an example, when somebody comes in here, they've usually had their dysfunction or their pain for a number of years. I have had people come in with over 15 years of on and off pain or dysfunction, and I got to scratch my head and go, wow, what's missing? So when we're looking at asking my client why they want to fill in the blank, a lot of times people aren't really clear on that. I say, well, let's look at it. If you have knee pain, what is it that you want to do? Why do you want to get out of pain? And then they'll say, oh, I want to be able to hike, Brian. I want to be able to go on long walks. I want to be able to go up and down stairs and perform my job better. I want to be able to go back to exercising the way I did. All right, now we have a why. Now we got a compelling reason. You have to anchor that why down, I tell them. You have to keep anchoring that, because when you're up against your obstacles, which you are going to be, I'll get to that in a minute, you can use your why to get you through it. So your why has to be what carries you through the difficulties that you will experience as you're working towards what you want. But that person comes in here and they've had on and off back pain or knee pain or whatever it is, and I want to get to the reason why they have pain. That's how I use the power of why and purpose as a coach, as an orthopedic specialist, when it comes to post-rehabilitative exercise or when it comes to high-performance training. I want to find out why that pain is there. I don't want to treat the symptom. I want to get to the cause, because I don't want to be a part of that, well, I've been to this person, I've been to that person, and nothing seems to work, because we haven't got to the cause of it. So most people don't have a strong enough why is their reason why they don't get to their want. And their want is what they want to achieve, but achievement has to be motivated and inspired from within, because even on a good day, so you're feeling good, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling motivated, and you're working off that drive to go in and work on your want. But what about the days you're not feeling so well? What about when your pain flares up, or when life gets in the way? Like stress. You have to be able to redirect that thought and remember your why. Go back to your purpose. When in doubt, review your why. When in doubt, review your purpose. You have to understand that purpose and why is what is going to keep you going when things aren't going so well. So what is your why? When you can answer this question honestly, you really want to find out what your why and your purpose is, you will create long-term results. There is no doubt in my mind, because I have seen this work in my own life and with my clients. In the Wellness Movement Center, when you go through our comprehensive assessment process and I rate and rank your wellness and movement, some of the ratings aren't going to be that comfortable to see. Some of the movements aren't going to be that comfortable to do. And it may bring up frustration, it may bring up doubt, it may bring up a fear. These are all obstacles, but you're right up in front of them when you come in here. I want to find out what your limitations are, mentally and physically, and then show you how I'm going to get you past them. So with corrective exercise, that's going to be our gateway to get past it. But again, if you wake up the next morning, you're not here, and you're having a bad day and you're back in pain, you need to review your why. You need to write that down and go back to that, and then practice the exercises that I have provided, or the wellness plan as far as your stress management, your sleep, and your nutrition, going back to the 4 principles. My 4 principles to wellness and movement principle. Your why and your purpose, you have to train your mind to believe that you can reach your why, that you have a why. And that correct thinking is what gets you there. Napoleon Hill, who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich, Think and Grow Rich, rich as far as your well-being, not just in financial or money, although you can use the same principles to accumulate abundance. My point is, Napoleon Hill was writing in this book how you think, and he interviewed some of the most successful people in the world. And there was one common denominator that they all had for success, is a burning desire, which is the same as saying, what is your why and what is your purpose? It was their burning desire that got them where they needed to go, even through all the obstacles, because a lot of successful people will tell you and share with you their obstacles, both physically or emotionally. That's how I got where I am. I had physical obstacles and emotional obstacles all the way through my career, but my compelling reason why and my purpose, corrective thinking and mind training, is what gets me here. I still encounter emotional stress every day, but the difference is now I have more control over my mind. You're learning today in this lesson how to embrace and cultivate your why and your purpose to train your mind to get what you want. Because all of these wants up here cannot happen unless your mind decides it can get it there. Not just on the days when you feel good, but most importantly on the days when you're not doing well. So when my client leaves the office, they have tools, because I don't know what's going to happen between the session they were in and the next one. A whole slew of things can happen. And it's usually driven by something emotionally. So if they're in pain again, it isn't just because they did something physically that brought their pain back, which brought their doubt and their frustration, but it also may have been an emotional manifestation. They may have encountered a crisis in their life, and because they have pain and they have a weakness, it flares it up. So it always comes back to the mind. That's why principle number 1 is emotional health. Without principle number 1, you can't reach principle number 2, 3, or 4. All right, I have an exercise for you to do. Here's your exercise. Here is your assignment, if you dare to do it. List out 3 things you really want when it comes to your wellness and movement. You can list out more if you want, but really what you want. Then list out the reasons why you want these things. Now this is just a start. This gives you some sort of a template off which to work. It really comes down to these 3 things. What do you really want? Why do you want it? And then commit to a plan that will get you there. And I teach my clients, we set up a plan, a wellness movement plan or a performance enhancement plan. And in the long run, I'm teaching them to run that themselves. I'm teaching them to become self-sustainable in all four principles, especially the emotional part, that when you start with the mind, the body will follow. And what we're talking about today, we're revisiting what do you really want when it comes to your wellness and movement. Know what you really want, but know this, if you don't have a why and your mind isn't in the right place, you will have short-term results. And this doesn't happen overnight. It takes practice, commitment, and constant and never-ending improvement. And that's what I teach my clients here at the Wellness Movement Center. I hope this information empowers you to take action on your wellness and movement. If you want to learn more, you contact the Wellness Movement Center. Contact me at 828-667-9334, and let's talk about your wants and your whys. I'm Brian Schwager, thanking you for once again listening to these short messages. I love providing information that will empower my clients to take control of their own health. Have a great day. Stay empowered, stay passionate, and stay happy. Bye for now.